Imagine a world where every person you meet tells you that you can't make it. Picture a society that constantly pushes you to conform, to follow the beaten path, to be just another face in the crowd. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and envision yourself standing tall amidst all that noise, all that pressure, all that negativity. You're standing there, not as a part of the pack, but as a lone wolf, proud, strong, and unbreakable. That, my friends, is the power of walking alone. That is the essence of being a lone wolf in a world of sheep. There are two types of people: those who follow the herd and those who chart their own course. The herd mentality is comfortable, it's safe, it's what society expects of you. But let me tell you something. Greatness has never been achieved by following the crowd. Innovation has never sprung from conformity. Success has never been the result of doing what everyone else is doing. No, my friends, true success, true fulfillment, true purpose, these are the fruits of those who dare to walk alone. Now, I know what you're thinking. Walking alone sounds lonely. It sounds difficult. It sounds scary. And you're right. It is all those things, but it's also exhilarating. It's liberating. It's the only path to becoming who you were truly meant to be. You see, when you choose to walk alone, you're not just choosing a different path. You're choosing to listen to your own voice instead of the noise of the world. You're choosing to trust your instincts instead of relying on the opinions of others. You're choosing to be the author of your own story instead of a character in someone else's. Let me share a secret with you. The most successful people in history, the ones who changed the world, who left a legacy, who made a difference, they were all in their own way lone wolves. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't ask for approval. They saw a vision of what could be and they pursued it relentlessly even when no one else believed in them. Think about it. Every great invention, every revolutionary idea, every world-changing movement, they all started with one person who dared to think differently. One person who had the courage to stand alone. But here's the thing about being a lone wolf. It's not about isolation. It's not about cutting yourself off from the world. No. Being a lone wolf is about having the strength to stand by your convictions, even when you're the only one standing. It's about having the courage to speak your truth, even when your voice shakes. It's about having the resilience to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. You see, the world doesn't always understand lone wolves. The world fears what it doesn't understand. And that's okay. Because you're not walking this path for the world's understanding or approval. You're walking it for you. You're walking it because deep down, you know it's the only way to become the person you were meant to be. Now, let me clear. Walking alone like a lone wolf doesn't mean you don't need people. We are, after all, social creatures. But it does mean that you don't let others define your path. It means you don't let the fear of loneliness keep you from pursuing your dreams. It means you're willing to lose the crowd to find your tribe. Because here's another secret. When you start walking your own path, when you start living your truth, you'll find that you're not alone for long. You'll attract others who resonate with your energy, who are inspired by your courage, who are drawn to your authenticity. These are your true friends, your real supporters, your genuine tribe. But remember, even with your tribe, you're still a lone wolf. You still make your own decisions. You still chart your own course. You still take responsibility for your... Now, I want to talk about something that many people misunderstand about lone wolves. They think that being a lone wolf means being aggressive, being a loner, being antisocial. But that's not it at all. Being a lone wolf is about independence, not isolation. It's about self-reliance, not selfishness. It's about leading, not leaving. You see, true lone wolves understand that their strength comes from within, but their impact is felt without. They know that their unique perspective, their individual gifts, their personal journey, these are not just for them. These are tools to make the world better, to lift others up, to create positive change. So how do you start walking alone like a lone wolf? How do you begin this journey of self-discovery and self-reliance? It starts with a decision to stop looking outside yourself for validation A decision to stop waiting for permission to be who you are. A decision to stop compromising your dreams for the comfort of others. Once you make that decision, the next step is to get cleared on who you are and what you want. This is harder than it sounds. We've spent so much of our lives being told who we should be, what we should want, how we should live, that we've lost touch with our true selves. So take the time to reconnect with yourself. Ask yourself the hard questions. What do you really want? What are your values? What makes you come alive? What legacy do you want to leave? Next, you need to develop your own voice. This means learning to trust your instincts, to value your opinions, to express your thoughts without fear. It means being willing to stand up for what you believe in, even when you're standing alone. It means having the courage to say no to things that don't align with your values, and yes, to opportunities that scare you but excite you. Then you need to start taking action. Walking alone like a lone wolf isn't about sitting on the sidelines and criticizing others. It's about getting in the game and playing by your own rules. It's about taking risks, making mistakes, learning, growing, and keeping moving forward. Now, let me warn you. This path isn't easy. There will be times when you'll doubt yourself, times when you'll feel lonely, times when you'll be tempted to rejoin the herd. But I want you to remember something in those moments. Remember why you started this journey in the first place? Remember the fire in your belly, the dream in your heart, the vision in your mind. Remember that you're not just doing this for yourself, but for all of those who will be inspired by your courage, all those who will be lifted by your success, all those who will be changed by your impact. You see, when you choose to walk alone like a lone wolf, you're not just choosing a different path for yourself. You're showing others that it's possible to break free from the constraints of society's expectations. You're demonstrating that it's okay to be different, to think differently, to live differently. You're proving that one person with courage is a majority. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with when they start walking this path. They worry about what others will think. They fear being judged, being criticized, being misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that fear is normal. It's human. But it's also the very thing that keeps most people from ever realizing their full potential. You see, the opinions of others are just that. Opinions. They're not facts. They're not truths. They're simply the perspectives of people who are on their own journey, fighting their own battles, dealing with their own fears and insecurities. And here's the thing. Most people are so busy worrying about what others think of them that they barely have time to think about you at all. So instead of worrying about what others think, focus on what you think. Are you proud of who you're becoming? Are you excited about the path you're on? Are you staying true to your values and your vision? These are the questions that matter. Hey, remember, at the end of your life, you won't be answering to the crowd. You'll be answering to yourself. So make sure you're living a life that you can be proud of. A life that reflects who you truly are, not who others want you to be. Now, let's talk about another crucial aspect of walking alone like a lone wolf: resilience. You see, when you choose this path, you're choosing to face challenges head on. You're choosing to take the road less traveled, and that road is often bumpy, winding, and uphill. There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. But here's the beautiful thing about lone wolves. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as feedback. They see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. They understand that every setback is setting them up for a comeback. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove their strength. Every challenge is a chance to rise. So how do you develop this resilience? It starts with your mindset. Instead of seeing problems, see possibilities. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, focus on what you can. Instead of dwelling on your weaknesses, leverage your strengths. And most importantly, instead of giving up when things get tough, dig deep and find the courage to keep going. And remember, the oak tree that stands tall and strong didn't get that way by being protected from the wind. It got that way by facing the storms, by bending without breaking, by growing deeper roots. And that's exactly what you're doing when you face challenges on your lone wolf journey. You're growing stronger. You're becoming unbreakable. Now, I want to address something that many lone wolves struggle with: the fear of success. Yes, you heard that right. Many people are more afraid of success than they are of failure. Why? It means stepping into the unknown. It means leaving behind the familiar, even if the familiar isn't serving you. But here's the thing. That fear is just your comfort zone trying to keep you safe. And while safe might feel good, it doesn't lead to growth. It doesn't lead to fulfillment. It doesn't lead to the life you're capable of living. So I challenge you to embrace that fear, to see it as a sign that you're on the right track, to understand that the presence of fear doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're doing something brave. You see, walking alone like a lone wolf isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's about understanding that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial for every lone wolf: vision. You see, when you're walking your own path, you need to know where you're going. You need to have a clear picture of what you're working towards. Because without vision, you're just wandering. So I want you to take some time to really think about your vision. What does success look like for you? And I'm not just talking about material success. I'm talking about success in every area of your life. Now, what kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to have? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Once you have that vision, hold on to it tightly. Let it guide your decisions. Let it fuel your actions. Let it be the North Star that keeps you on your path, even when the way ahead is dark and uncertain. But remember, vision without action is just a daydream. So you need to be willing to put in the work, to take consistent, persistent action towards your goals, to keep moving forward even when progress seems slow. Because here's the truth: the success is not about speed. It's about direction. As long as you're moving in the right direction, you're succeeding. Now, I want to address something that many lone wolves struggle with: the temptation to compare themselves to others. In today's world, it's easier than ever to look at what others are doing and feel like you're falling behind. But I want you to understand something. Your journey is unique. Your path is your own. And the only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. You see, when you're walking alone like a lone wolf, you're not on a race against others. You're on a journey of becoming. You're in the process of uncovering your potential, of becoming the best version of yourself. And that journey doesn't have a finish line. It's ongoing. It's ever evolving. It's a lifelong process of growth and discovery. So instead of looking at others and feeling inadequate, look at how far you've come. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your growth. And keep pushing yourself to be better, not than others, but than you were before. Now let's talk about something that's essential for every lone wolf: self-care. You see, when you're walking your own path, when you're pushing against the tide, when you're challenging the status quo, it can be exhausting. It can be draining. And if you're not careful, it can lead to burnout. That's why it's crucial to take care of yourself. To recharge your batteries, to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. This isn't selfish. It's necessary, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give your best to your vision, to your goals, to the world if you're running on empty. So make time for self-care. Make time for rest. Make time for the things that bring you joy, that fill you up, that make you feel alive. Because when you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to take on the challenges of your journey. You're stronger, more resilient, more focused. Remember, being a lone wolf doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It means you're strong enough to ask for help when you need it. It means you're wise enough to learn from others. It means you're humble enough to recognize that you don't have all the answers. So don't be afraid to seek support. Don't be afraid to learn from mentors. Don't be afraid to collaborate with others who share your vision. Because while you may walk alone, you don't have to walk in isolation. Now, I want to talk about something that's crucial for every lone wolf: adaptability. You see, when you're charting your own course, When you're going where others haven't gone before, you need to be able to adapt. You need to be flexible. You need to be willing to change your approach when something isn't working. This doesn't mean changing your vision or compromising your values. It means being open to new ways of achieving your goals. It means being willing to learn, to grow, to evolve. Because the path of a lone wolf isn't a straight, it's a winding road with unexpected turns and unforeseen obstacles. So cultivate adaptability. Embrace change. See challenges as opportunities to innovate. Because it's not the strongest that survive, but those most responsive to change. Now let's talk about something that every lone wolf needs to master: self-discipline. You see, when you're walking your own path, there's no one there to push you. No one to hold you accountable. No one to tell you to keep going when things get tough. That's why self-discipline is so crucial. Self-discipline is what gets you out of bed in the morning when you'd rather sleep in. It's what keeps you working on your goals when you'd rather relax. It's what makes you say no to short-term pleasures for long-term gains. But here's the thing about self-discipline. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So start small. Build habits that align with your goals. Create routines that support your vision. And most importantly, keep your promises to yourself. Remember, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what turns your vision into reality. Now, I want to address something that many lone wolves struggle with: the fear of outgrowing people. You see, when you start walking your own path, when you start pursuing your dreams with passion and purpose, you'll find that not everyone in your life will understand. Some may even try to hold you back. And that's okay. Because here's the truth. Growth often requires letting go of old habits, old beliefs, and sometimes old relationships. This doesn't mean you don't value these people. It just means that your paths are different. Remember, you're not responsible for other people's growth. You're responsible for your own. So don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Don't shrink yourself to fit in spaces you've outgrown. Instead, shine brightly. Let your growth inspire others, and trust that the right people, those who celebrate your success, who support your dreams, who encourage your growth, these people will find their way into your life. Now, let's talk about something that's essential for every lone wolf: purpose. You see, walking alone isn't just about being different for the sake of being different. It's about having a purpose that's bigger than yourself. It's about having a why that's stronger than any obstacle you might face. So I want you to think about your purpose. Why are you on this journey? What drives you? What impact do you want to have on the world? Because when you're clear on your purpose, it becomes your guiding light. It becomes the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. It becomes the reason you get up every morning, ready to face whatever challenges the day might bring. Remember, a lone wolf without purpose is just a wanderer. But a lone wolf with purpose, that's a force to be reckoned with. That's someone who can change the world. Now let's delve deeper into what it truly means to be a lone wolf with purpose. It's about more than just having a goal or a dream. It's about having a calling that resonates so deeply within you that it becomes impossible to ignore. It's about feeling a pull towards something greater, something that aligns with your core values and ignites a fire in your soul. And when you have this kind of purpose, you'll find that it transforms every aspect of your life. It becomes the lens through which you view the world. It influences your decisions, shapes your priorities, and gives meaning to your struggles. Because make no mistake, the path of a lone wolf is often fraught with challenges. But when you have a strong sense of purpose, these challenges become opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to overcome. Think about the great lone wolves of history. Those individuals who dared to challenge the status quo, who had the courage to stand up for what they believed in, even when it meant standing alone. They weren't driven by a desire for fame or fortune. They were driven by an unwavering commitment to their purpose. Take, for example, the Wright brothers. They weren't content with accepting the common belief that human flight was impossible. Their purpose to conquer the skies was so strong that they persevered through countless failures, ridicule from skeptics, and physical. Their purpose gave them the resilience to keep going when others would have given up. Or consider the story of Malala Yousafzai. As a young girl in Pakistan, she dared to speak out for girls' education, even in the face of violent opposition. Her purpose, to ensure every girl has the right to learn, was so powerful that it gave her the courage to continue her advocacy even after surviving an assassination attempt. Her purpose transformed her from a lone voice into a global movement. These examples illustrate a crucial truth. When you have a strong sense of purpose, you're no longer just walking alone. You're blazing a trail. You're not just surviving. You're thriving. You're not just existing. But here's something important to remember. Your purpose doesn't have to be world-changing in the eyes of others. It doesn't have to be grandiose or revolutionary. Maybe your purpose is to create art that moves people. Maybe it's to build a business that solves a problem in your community. Maybe it's to be the best parent you can be, raising children who will make the world a little bit better. Whatever it is, if it resonates with your soul and gives your life meaning, then it's. Now I want to address something that many people struggle with when it comes to finding their purpose. They think it's something they need to search for, as if it's hidden somewhere out there in the world. But truth is, your purpose isn't something you find. It's something you create. Your purpose is born at the intersection of your passions, your skills, and the needs of the world around you. It's about taking what you love, what you're good at, and using it to make a positive impact. And here's the beautiful thing. As you grow and evolve, your purpose can grow and evolve with you. So don't wait for your purpose to reveal itself to you. Start creating it now. Start by asking yourself, what matters to me? What am I passionate about? What problems do I want to solve? What legacy do I want to leave? The answers to these questions will guide you towards your purpose. Once you've identified your purpose, it's crucial to align your life with it. This means making decisions that support your purpose, even when those decisions are difficult. It means being willing to say no to things that don't align with your purpose, even if they seem attractive in the short term. It means being brave enough to make changes in your life, to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks in pursuit of what truly matters to you. Remember, living with purpose doesn't mean every day will be easy. There will still be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you're living with purpose, you'll find that you have the strength to overcome these obstacles. Because you're not just working for a paycheck or going through the motions of life, you're working towards something meaningful. You're contributing to something bigger than yourself. Living with purpose also doesn't mean you have everything figured out all the time. It's okay to have moments of uncertainty. It's okay to question your path sometimes. In fact, these moments of reflection can be valuable, as they allow you to reassess and ensure you're still moving in the right direction. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for every purposeful lone wolf: the ability to inspire others. You see, when you're living with purpose, when you're walking your own path with conviction and passion, people notice. They're drawn to your energy, your determination, your authenticity. And here's the amazing thing. By simply being true to yourself and your purpose, you give others permission to do the same. You show them that it's possible to break free from societal expectations and live a life that's true to who you are. You demonstrate that it's okay to be different, to think differently, as this is the ripple effect of living with purpose. Your journey doesn't just impact your life. It has the potential to impact countless others. The courage you show in pursuing your purpose can inspire others to find theirs. The challenges you overcome can give others the strength to face their own obstacles. The difference you make, no matter how small it might seem, can motivate others to make their own positive impact on the world. But remember, inspiring others isn't about being perfect. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about being real. It's about sharing your struggles as well as your successes. It's about showing others that living with purpose isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Now, I want to address something that many purposeful lone wolves struggle with: balance. When you're passionate about your purpose, it's easy to become consumed by it. It's easy to pour all your energy into pursuing your goals, often at the expense of other important aspects of your life. But here's the truth. To be truly effective in living out your purpose, you need balance. You need to take care of yourself. You need to nurture your relationships. You need to make time for rest and rejuvenation. Because if you burn out, you won't be able to make the impact you're capable of making. So, how do you maintain balance while still pursuing your purpose with passion? It starts with recognizing that taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. It means setting boundaries both with others and with yourself. It means learning to say no to things that drain you so you can say yes to things that align with your purpose and fuel your soul. It also means finding ways to integrate your purpose into all areas of your life rather than treating it as a separate entity. Your purpose shouldn't just be something you work on. It should be a part of who you are. When you approach life this way, you'll find that everything you do becomes an expression of your purpose. Whether you're at work, spending time with loved ones, or taking time for yourself. Now let's talk about something that every purposeful lone wolf needs to master: resilience. Because here's the truth. When you're walking your own path, when you're pursuing a purpose that's meaningful to you, you're going to encounter obstacles. You're going to experience setbacks. But it's in these moments of challenge that your purpose becomes most important. It's what gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough. It's what helps you bounce back from failures and disappointments. It's what reminds you why you started this journey in the first place. Resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. It's about learning from your failures, adapting your approach, and keeping your eyes on the bigger picture. It's about understanding that setbacks are not the end of your journey, but rather important parts of it. Opportunities for growth, learning, and becoming stronger. So how do you build this kind of resilience? It starts with your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to prove your commitment to your purpose. Instead of viewing failures as evidence that you're on the wrong path, see them as valuable feedback that can help you refine your approach. It also involves cultivating a strong support system. Remember, being a lone wolf doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your purpose, who can offer encouragement when you're struggling, and who can provide perspective when you're feeling lost. Lastly, building resilience means taking care of your mental and emotional well-being. Practice self-compassion. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And always keep your purpose at the forefront of your mind. Let it be your anchor in stormy times, your light in dark moments. Yet in conclusion, being a lone wolf with purpose is about more than just being different or going against the grain. It's about having the courage to live authentically, to pursue what truly matters to you, to make a positive impact on the world in your own unique way. It's about understanding that your journey isn't just about you. It's about the lives you touch, the inspiration you provide, and the legacy you leave. So, all the lone wolves out there, I say this: embrace your uniqueness, trust your instincts, follow your purpose. The world needs your voice, your ideas, your passion. It needs your courage to challenge the status quo, your vision to imagine a better future, and your determination to make that future a reality. Remember, you're not alone in your loneliness. There are other lone wolves out there, each on their own journey, each pursuing their own purpose. And together in our individual pursuits, we have the power to create real, meaningful change in the world. So walk your path with pride. Pursue your purpose with passion. And never ever forget the power you hold as a lone wolf with purpose. Because you, my friend, have the potential to change the world. And that journey starts with a single step, taken with courage, guided by purpose, on a path that's uniquely your own.